Hello and welcome back to the channel and this pickups video from another retro guy. Got a mixture of films here on various formats, and I've also got a rather small envelope of Amiga floppy disks, and that's what we're going to start off with. Now I know many people would say, well, why do you buy just the floppy disks? Why don't you buy the whole boxed game? Reason behind that is sometimes the big box games, they go for a hell of a lot of money, and these were an absolute steal, especially just for one of the discs. There's a couple of discs that belong in a set, and unfortunately I do not have them, but who gives a shit? So these discs then. Now, some of these, I think a couple of these I already have, but you know, it doesn't matter. You may remember in the Amiga collection update I showcased a copy of Shadow of the Beast 2 without the slip. Well, I've got a pair of backup discs for it. There's also Platoon, which I've never owned on the Amiga. Got it on the Spectrum, and it was a hard game, so that's nice to have in the collection. Another copy of Rainbow Islands, so that can be a backup. I'll show that one in a minute. Pinball Magic, which I've never played, but I thought, why not? The first disc of some kind of Codemasters collection, which has got MiG-29, Treasure Island Dizzy, which was one of the first Amiga games I actually had, and Pro Tennis. So it's nice to have 3 games on there. And the first disc, which is kind of redundant, is Run the Gauntlet. So and I've just smacked my cat on the back. Sorry, Simba. So that's the useless one. But this is the reason. This disc is the reason why I got these, and I got them all for £9. Don't know if you can see that. Rick Dangerous 2. Now fully boxed. For some reason, the Rick Dangerous games on the Amiga, they go for astronomical amounts. And I think it's just people, as soon as they hear the words, I don't know, Amiga, Mega Drive or whatever, and the word retro, they immediately think, I'm gonna get rich. No, you're just a greedy prick. So when these come along for £9, roughly about £9 including postage, I thought, well, why not? I've never had Rick Dangerous 2 on the Amiga, so I thought, why not? And the gamble paid off. So what I plan to do with the first and the second one, which I've got somewhere on just floppy disk, I'm going to do a box just for those two, and like I said in the last one, you know. So that's for the games. Now for the films, some of these, well, some I've been looking forward to getting and watching at some point. The first one is a VHS of a film that I've never actually seen, and apparently it's been released on 4K, and I had a look at this VHS, checked the tape over, and I thought, looks pretty good. So for £1 I thought, why not? And it's Go, with Katie Holmes, Scott Wolf, Timothy Oliphant's in it, and William Fichtner, who you might remember from Armageddon. He was one of the shuttle pilots. So yeah, so at some point soon I will be cracking on the VHS and watching this. I cannot wait. So on to the DVDs, and I have a few, and the first one is one that I saw donkeys years ago. I think it might be on streaming. So, and I never came across a good copy at all. So imagine the look on my face when I see, after picking this up, and I see this on disc, and I remember it being extremely funny, and it is Mean Machine, the remake of The Longest Yard with Burt Reynolds. But this has got Vinnie Jones, Jason Statham and Danny Dyer in it, and I think David Hemmings as well. and Jason Fleming. So some of the cast from Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, and then Snatch. So yeah, this is going to be one that I'm looking forward to watching again, because as I say, it was hilarious, especially with Jason Statham as Monk going batshit bonkers. And the next one, again, was from the same shop. I could have bought the Blu-ray a while ago, but it was like £8 and the case was all manky, so I was like, no. So as soon as I see this DVD in the same charity shop, I thought, well, why not? It's 10 Things I Hate About You, and I remember really enjoying this. I think it's basically like a modern interpretation of The Taming of the Shrew. I think it is. I think so, anyway. Nope, it doesn't actually say. Nope, it doesn't say. But still, you know, I had a lot of fun with this, so it'd be nice to revisit it at some point soon. And the next one is a film that gets a hell of a lot of hate, cut down from its original however long it was. I've never actually seen this, so in the Music Magpie 4 for a fiver, I thought, well, why not? It's only going to cost me £1.25, and it's The Avengers, starring Ralph Fiennes, Uma Thurman, and Sean Connery. Yeah, I've never seen this, and I'm really intrigued to see if it is as bad as everyone says. 86 minutes, well, yeah, just under 90 minutes. Something tells me it's not going to be. But considering that apparently the original cut was supposed to be something like 2 hours long, you know. But still, an hour and a half Avengers film, you know, worth it for £1.25, I suppose. And the next one was one that was recommended to me by my good friend Carlos, Eastwood for Life fan. A film that I've never actually seen. It's near enough 3 hours in length. It's Robert De Niro. Who is it? It's Robert De Niro, John Savage, Meryl Streep, Christopher Walken, and John Cazale. And it is The Deer Hunter, directed by Michael Cimino. Cimino. I can't pronounce his name properly, but yeah, this is one that I have never seen. And so to get this in a 4 for a fiver, you know, and it's the 2-disc one as well, with and it's even got the little booklet as well, so I'm quite happy with that. So that's another one that I think is going to have to be, if I get the chance, one sitting, or maybe split up into 2. And the next one from that lot is actually the second copy that I got, because the first one, funnily enough, when it came through, it didn't have the disc in it. It had the disc for The Omen, a promo copy. So I got in contact with them and they said, not a problem, that's a fault on our part, we'll send you out another copy. Do whatever you want with, you know, the other copy. And it is 1408, the director's cut. Again, I see this on streaming. I absolutely loved it. Such a good film. Very good twist ending as well. I mean, there's a few special features on it, like deleted scenes and the commentary and that. So yeah, based on the Stephen King, I think it's a Stephen King short story. Again, this is one I can't wait to watch again. John Cusack's brilliant in this as a guy who's trying to debunk supernatural like stuff and all that. When he goes into 1408, woohoo! Yeah, it was a good film. So looking forward to giving that another go. And the last one of the 4 for a fiver is a film that I have not watched in donkey's years. I know I could have got the Blu-ray, but I thought, you know what, until hopefully it comes out on 4K, which, you know, I think if this does come out on 4K in the collector's edition that we'll normally do, I'll pick it up. And it is Contact with Jodie Foster and Matthew McConaughey. Yeah, I really enjoyed this one, directed by Robert Zemeckis. Yeah, really enjoyed this one back in the day. Again, this is one that I can't wait to watch again. If I remember, the ending was really, really powerful. I mean, such a good ending to a film. Some excellent special effects as well. And yeah, what else can I say, really? A great score by Alan Silvestri. Yeah, what can I say about it? And that's Contact. And the last DVD is actually a set which I saw in the same charity shop, funnily enough, as Go and the first two DVDs. And this was a tenner. So when I see it, I was like, do I? Don't I? And it's actually the first two seasons, so it's not the complete lot, sadly. I still need to find season 3, 4 and 5, but it's the first two seasons of Heart to Heart. I remember watching this when I was a kid and absolutely loving it. It's basically, for those who don't know, Heart to Heart is basically Jonathan and Jennifer Hart. They're this rich couple, and basically they end up solving murders every week. So it's like Murder, She Wrote, but instead of a writer, it's two rich people and they're doing good, which is great. You know, it's a great series, and I actually watched the pilot for the very first time. Never seen it before, and it had Roddy McDowall in it, and it was a great hour and a half pilot. Yeah, had a lot of fun with it. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be watching some more episodes of this just to get back into that nostalgia factor. This is an Australian release from Viavision, and to find it in a charity shop over here for a tenner for the two seasons, that is a bargain at half the price. Now, we head on to the Blu-rays, and this was a CEX job for £6. I was going to get the DVD, but it was like £4. So when I see this this Blu-ray, I thought, well, I'll pick it up, you know. And it's Texas Chainsaw. It is a modern follow-up to the original '74 Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and it's like a continuation and that. This is a Blu-ray 3D, a normal Blu-ray, but apparently it looks like it is all on the same disc. Disc is a little bit dirty, which I didn't realise at the time, but still, it's cleaned up nicely. So yeah, it says 3D, but hopefully the 3D and the standard version are all on the same disc. Would be nice. So that's one that I need to check out. But I've got the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre upstairs. That cost me £1. Same, well, charity shop job again. So I might do a double bill of that and that follow-up. And now the next one is one that I originally bought off of Facebook movie buying page, and about a month or so went by, no sign of it, and I thought, well, you know what, I might as well just say it's lost in the post. It was only £8. So I went to CEX and they had a copy in there, so I bought it. Lo and behold, the day after, it turns up. What can I tell you? But the film is one that I actually had before, and I had a really good time with it. So I wanted to watch it again, mainly because the fights, especially at the end, are brutal as hell. And it is Yes, Madam. I think it's the first of the In the Line of Duty series, starring Michelle Yeoh and Cynthia Rothrock. The later ones starred Cynthia Yen, I think it is. I'm sorry if I get the name wrong, but yeah, this is a fantastic film. Yeah, as I say, some brutal fights in it, some good comedy, I must admit. Yeah, I had a really good time with it the first time I see it, so I can't wait to watch it again. And that's Yes, Madam. Now the next one is one that I was umming and ahhing about watching this again, but I thought, for the price, £3, which I've just taken off the stick and I should have left it on, I thought, why not? And it is John Landis's An American Werewolf in London. This is from the same charity shop as Go. This was £3, and it comes with the slip. Bit of damage there, but still. But yeah. So, but I thought for £3, I thought it was very, very reasonably priced, and it also comes with a slip as well. Yeah, so it'd be nice to see this again. As I say, the first time I saw it was on the Arrow release, like the Blu-ray release that I had before I sold it, and I thought, well, you know what, I liked it enough. I thought, you know what, after I sold it, I picked this one up so that I've got it and I can watch it again. And I must admit, I'm looking forward to watching it again. It's been so long. And the next one is the first of 3 88 films releases. One of them is a 4K, and that'll be in the 4K section. But the first one is one of 2 from the 2 for 15 deal that HMV are running at the moment, and it is Anaconda, starring Jennifer Lopez, Steve Zahn, I think it is. Yes, Steve Zahn, Eric Zoltz, Jonathan Hyde, and John Voight, where they go looking for a snake. Big fucker of a snake, of an anaconda. I've not seen this. Apparently it is filled with so much cheese that mice would have a field day, and I love cheesy films, especially cheesy monster films, so this is one that I'm looking forward to watching for the first time. Same with the first one. No, sorry, first one? With this one, sorry. Based on the 80s TV series from Michael Mann, this is also directed by Michael Mann and stars Colin Farrell and Jamie Foxx. And I'm not going to get into the whole Jamie Foxx thing because this channel is not to be political, so I'm not getting into all that shit. And it is Miami Vice. Now this has both cuts, both the theatrical and I think a director's cut. Yeah, director's cut, which runs for 7 minutes longer. I have not seen this at all. I've heard mixed reports. I've heard some people say it's good, some people say it's crap. I can't wait to watch it. I really can't, and I'm going to be making up my own mind with it because I loved the original series with Don Johnson and Philip Michael Thomas, and also Edward James Olmos as their boss. So yeah, be nice to see how this stacks up against the original series. I know it's a modern retelling of it, but it's got Michael Mann behind it. I loved The Keep, so we'll find out. And the next one was yet again another charity shop purchase, and this was Bound. And it's a film that I've not seen in donkey's years. I had this originally on Blu-ray when it first came out. I bought it, you know, when it got physically released, and now I've bought this. You watch, they'll bring out a 4K of it. Arrow will. I can just see it coming. I really enjoyed this. For me, it's a diet twister. You know, Twister's the real thing. Diet Twister, it's full of sweeteners. You know, still does the job though, and it is Into the Storm. I have not seen this since then. It's only on for about 90 minutes. So this has got Richard Armitage in it from the Hobbit movies, and he was also in The Vicar of Dibley. I think he was in the last episode. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this again because I do remember enjoying it a hell of a lot. But as I say, you watch, Arrow will bring out a 4K now. And the next one is one that I've actually mentioned on a couple of live streams with Pete and Nige and that, and it's one that I've never actually seen. I just read up about the killer in it and his MO, and I thought, you know what, I am going to have to delve into this and watch it. And it is Lucio Fulci's The New York Ripper. Now this is the Shameless edition. I'm not paying 50 quid for a 4K. I draw the line just for a standard 4K, you know, and without the soundtrack as well because it's now out of print. Fuck that. A tenner off of eBay. It's got the reversible sleeve. It's only got a couple of special features, but that doesn't really bother me. I'm just looking forward to watching this and just hearing how the guy sounds doing his Donald Duck impression. Exactly. He's a killer who basically does a Donald Duck impression when he taunts the police. What can I say? I'm looking forward to watching this and seeing how bad it really is. I mean, considering that well, it wasn't even viewed for certification back in the day, and you know, it wasn't until 2002 that it was passed uncut. So what did that tell you? Near enough 20 years later. And the next one is the first of 2 Blu-ray box sets, and this one I'm so happy to get for 32 quid. And watching a few episodes on the first disc, I had a huge hit of nostalgia, and it is Batman the Complete Animated Series, starring the late great Kevin Conroy as the voice of Batman. I think Mark Hamill's in this as the Joker. Yeah, I had such a blast watching the first 3 episodes of this with my 2 nephews the day that I brought it back. Just stuck the disc on, watched the first about 3 or 4 episodes, and I was like, damn, that's a shot of nostalgia right there. Had a hell of a lot of fun with it. And with this one, you also get the 2 animated films, Mask of the Phantasm and Batman and Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero. So to have the complete series and those 2 films as well, fantastic stuff. I've never actually seen Mask of the Phantasm, so I cannot wait to see what that is like. Now, the next box set, I was going to keep this until the very end and do it as a special unboxing, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it now. I'm so glad to have picked this up finally. I can now retire my US Paramount cased box set of all the films and try and sell them on, because this for me is the granddaddy until a 4K box set comes out, and it is Friday the 13th, the ultimate, is it the Ultimate Collection? Collection Deluxe Edition. All 12 films from Friday the 13th up to Jason X, plus the Friday the 13th remake and Freddy vs Jason. Plus you get a disc bonus material, and you also get a booklet as well with write-ups of the whole series. And the best thing is as well is that the person I bought this off of, I got sent an offer plus a voucher. It's only for a £5, but I thought, you know what, I'll take advantage of it, and I've done the pay in 3. So to have this set, so now I have the proper complete box sets of not only Nightmare on Elm Street but Friday the 13th, and it also comes with the replacement discs for Jason X, Jason Goes to Hell, and I think it was one of these ones. I can't remember which one. Can't remember, but still, apparently as well, this has got the gorier scenes that one of the producers, I think it was, found the VHS tape, and they managed to transfer it over. Yeah, I can't wait to delve into that. And oh, one other thing. The best thing is all the original artwork. Look at that! Look at that! So yeah, I think Friday the 13th is, out of this, Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, this is probably my favourite series, my favourite horror series. Now we're going to move on to the Blu-rays, 4Ks even, sorry. And the first one again from the same charity shop. Yes, I have been getting some absolute bargains from that same charity shop, and this one is no exception. It was done, priced up as a Blu-ray, funnily enough, because it's in a Blu-ray case, and it is Everest. Because from the looks of it, the case was absolutely screwed. The inner is ripped there. and there. But you know what? For £1, and it has both discs. Happy? Happy? I may have done a little happy whiff juice in my underwear. So yes, for £1. Again, this would be one that I can't wait to rewatch. I really enjoyed this, and it's been so long. When did this film come out? 2017. So near enough, it's 9 years ago. About 8 years ago, this came out on Blu-ray, and I bought it then. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I cannot wait to see that again. And the next one will be a first-time watch. Robert Redford, Dustin Hoffman, and it's all about the Watergate scandal, and it is All the President's Men. I have not seen this at all, so yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing not only what the film is like, but also the transfer as well, because I don't think Warner have done a bad transfer yet, like with their modern releases for classic films. So I cannot wait to see that. And the next one is one that basically I saw on ITV actually a couple of weeks ago. And I thought, you know what, I actually really enjoyed that. And it's not a film that I watch a load, but I must admit, parts of it did get the old heartstrings going, and it is E.T. the Extraterrestrial. This is the Italian release, and this was cheap off of Amazon, and it's got both discs with it. And then, as soon as I got this through, I went to CEX to get Yes Madam, and what did they have in there? This, with a slip, for the same price. Bastards! But still, I've got it, I'm happy. I can't wait to see what this looks like in 4K. And the next one is one that I watched at the cinema last year, and I had a blast with it. So as soon as it came, like the day that it came out, I went to HMV and bought it, and it is Predator Badlands. And the thing I like about this sleeve is not only is the artwork 1,000 times better than the shitty artwork on the steelbook, but you've also got a bit of spot glossing on the Badlands and the Predator on there, and also, is it on the back as well? Yeah, I think that is all. I think that is all spot glossing. Yep, I think that's even spot glossed on the back as well. So there is some really nice spot glossing on the front and the back. And again, I actually watched this the day that I bought it, and it's just as much fun with it as the first time. I can't tell you how good this film is, in my view. Other people will turn around and say, "It's a load of shit, it shouldn't have been that." I'll say it once, and that's it. If every film was like the original Predator, everyone would be pissing into their cornflakes. Why don't they try something new? They've tried something new. People hate it. I love it because it's different. You can't have the same film over and over and over and over again, because people will get fed up with it. But then that's the thing. People try something different. Oh, why didn't you do the same as the original Predator? They do the same as the original Predator. Oh, why didn't you do something different? People are so fucking fickle. It's absolutely mental. I enjoyed this. I'm not ashamed to say it. I will be rewatching this again at some point soon. This is definitely my 4th favourite film of the franchise. Actually, no, I think it's even better than Prey. I loved Prey, but for me, it's Predator, Predator 2, Badlands, then Prey. That's my top 4. Predators is 5. The Predator doesn't exist. And the next one is a film that I loved it at the cinema, and I loved that it went back to the original source material. Followed that more followed that more closely than the original Arnie version. And again, people pissed and moaned about it. I loved it. I enjoyed it. In fact, I've got it on my TV right now. The Running Man, directed by Edgar Wright and starring Glenn Powell and Josh Brolin. This was a blast. An absolute blast of a film. In fact, as soon as the film had finished, I pre-ordered this. And yeah, again, I'm just having an absolute whale of a time with it. Is it as good as the original, as the Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger original? For me, it is as good as, because it's different. It's a different take on the Running Man. It's more in keeping with the short story. The original Running Man just cherry-picked different bits, like the name of the show, some of the characters, and the fact that he's being hunted. But they changed so much stuff, and his reasons for doing it, you know, so you can watch both films, and because they're so radically different, you can still enjoy both. I just don't get people's mentality, and if I try to understand it, I will end up sitting in the corner mumbling to myself something about cheesecake. So anyway, Running Man, excellent film, glad I picked it. And the next one is a media book from Amazon Germany, and this is actually the second copy that I got. The first copy, the book was coming out and it was dinged in all the corners and the J card was ripped and all that. So after a lot of faffing about, they sent me out a replacement. I tried to send the original back, it got refused at customs, it got sent back. I got in contact with Amazon, they said I could keep it and do with it whatever I wanted, and they also refunded me the postage cost that I paid out to send it back. Win-win. But this is the copy that they sent for replacement, and it is Rollerball, starring James Caan. First time I watched this was on the Arrow Blu-ray. I hated it. The scenes, the sports scenes were brilliant because they were violent. The bits in between the talky bits I found boring as fuck. Going back to it, now I'm a bit older, the bits, the talky bits clicked with me, you know, and it's all about control and stuff like that, controlling what people feel and that, and there's no individuality and stuff like that, and that is what James Caan's character Jonathan E promotes. Yeah, I had a blast with it this time. Is it a film I'll watch often? No, but when I watch it, I know I'm in for a damn good time, especially with the violent sports scenes. And then on the back you've got the artwork that's on one of the UK VHSs, which I do also have, and I was meant to have put in this video, but it's away somewhere and I can't find it, so fuck it. But yeah, this is 3 discs. You got your Blu-ray, you got your 4K, and then you've got bonus material Blu-ray as well, and there's that awesome artwork yet again. And that is the original poster artwork. There is another version of the artwork where James Caan's face is more prominent and it looks more like him. That was featured on one of the VHS releases over here. So, but yeah, that was about 24 quid. Still worth it though. And the next one was a first time watch when I got it through the post, and while it's not a great film, it was okay. It was okay. I'm still in two minds about keeping it. Cry the Banshee, starring Vincent Price and what's his name? Patrick Mower. Patrick Mower, who you may remember from Emmerdale, although he hasn't been in it recently. Yeah, he's basically, he's like a witch hunter, just like in Witchfinder General, sorry. And he's a right bastard in this, and so's his sons. And basically, his family end up getting a curse put on them that they're basically all going to die and stuff like that. There is a bit of nudity in there for people who like a bit of mild titillation. Overall, as I say, it's not the best film I've seen. It was adequate. It was all right. I think it's going to have to be one that I'll watch again. But for 91 minutes, you know, so not bad, but yeah, a bit disappointed with it, as I really like Vincent Price. Now the next one is the last of the 88 films releases, and I've had this for about a week or a couple of weeks. Sorry, couple of weeks, and I do keep meaning to get around to watching it. Directed by Wes Craven, starring Louis Jourdain and Adrienne Barbeau, and it is Swamp Thing, the 4K version. This has got 2 cuts on it. You've got the international cut, which is 93 minutes, and the US cut, which is 91 minutes. Again, as I say, directed by Wes Craven and based on the DC comic book, of which Wes Craven was a huge fan, apparently. Yeah, it comes in this rather nice hard box. Get this rather nice slip. Bit like how Species came. Yeah, you got your 2 discs, and you got your art cards, and you've also got your poster, which I will whip out for you. You dirty, dirty bastard! And it's basically, it's the artwork, the newly commissioned artwork, and then on the other side you have the original poster art as well, which is always nice to see. I must admit, I think 88 films releases are coming along in leaps and bounds. I think they're definitely getting up there to Arrow releases, and there's that reversible artwork again, the original art, which I do have on the VHS. So yeah, I must admit that is a really nice kind of soft touch hard box. Must admit, I do like that artwork though. That's really grand. So the next 3 are all Kino Lorber releases, and this first one was one that basically I see that Andy from Forgotten World of Movies had on his recent pickups video, and I watched this film years ago, and boy can I still hear the crack of that sledgehammer. I can still hear it now. It's fucking sickening. Misery. 2 disc, no slip sadly, but it was 20 quid, so I thought, why not bargain at half the price. Yeah, this is a great film, absolutely great film. I can't wait to watch it again. Kathy Bates, I think she got an Oscar for this. Yes, she won the Academy Award for a performance in this, and it's not that hard to see why. She's a fantastic actress anyway. No matter what she's in, she steals the show. Even in Titanic, when she played Molly Brown, she was fantastic. You know, she's one of these actresses that basically you could give her a walk-on part. You know, no lines, no nothing, and for me, she'll still steal the show. She's just an amazing actress. She really is. She was even great in The Office as well. Absolutely hilarious as fuck in it. And in this, yeah, fantastic performance in this. Well deserving of the Oscar. James Caan as, what's his name in it? Paul Sheldon. See, I've only seen it the once, so as I say, it was about 6 years ago that I said, about 6-7 years ago. But yeah, 2 discs, quite a few featurettes on here. Kino Lorber release, so yeah, I can't wait to watch this again. Absolutely cracking adaptation of the Stephen King book. Now, the second one is the second film in this franchise. I have the UK release of the first one, and so this was a must-have. As much as I love the first one, part of me actually thinks that this second one is actually just a step up. Although you have got the awesome Stairway to Heaven gag in the first one, this one, where they're doing kind of like the overdubbing where Wayne's having a fight with Cassandra's father, is just absolutely hilarious. Wayne's World 2 with Ralph Brown as well. His whole thing about Ozzy and the M&Ms and the tiger and that will always be a classic monologue for me, and that makes this film. Actually, Ralph Brown, his presence and his lines, he steals this film. You know, did you not think it was a bit strange that you saw the crack of the Indian's bottle? That's a question for you. Yeah, 2 discs again. Again, this was from Amazon US. Sadly, the slip was a little bit damaged, but you know what? I'm glad that it's got it. You know, I haven't seen this film in ages, so yeah, I can't wait to see this one again. And the last Kino Lorber one is one that I actually watched a few days ago, and as usual, whenever I watch this film, I had an absolute blast with it. Many people say that it's not as good as the first. For me, I think it is. I actually saw this one first before the original. But take nothing away from the fact the original it's a masterclass in comedy. This, for me, is just as good. And it's Airplane 2, the sequel. With Robert Hayes, Julie Haggerty, Chad Everett, and William Shatner. And it's also got Rip Torn and Lloyd Bridges in it. He returns as McCluskey from the first film. Yeah, so many good gags in this. I know a few of them do fall a little bit flat, but yeah, such a great film. I had a ball with it. I was laughing my testicles off with how funny it is. You know, I mean, if you're a comedy fan and you don't like sci-fi, don't let that put you off of this, because it's just so far-fetched with the science fiction. It's just hilarious. It's just so good. I can't wait to watch this again. I'm already counting down the days to watch this again. Such a good film. And now we move on to the last 3 and the Arrow releases. And the first one is one that I did have on Blu-ray, German Blu-ray. And I thought it was okay after not watching it for ages. But I thought, you know what? I'll give the 4K a go. See if it changes my perception. And it is Red Planet, starring Val Kilmer, Tom Sizemore and Carrie-Anne Moss, along with Terence Stamp, Benjamin Bratt and Simon Baker. Basically, it was released at the same time as Mission to Mars, a film which I love to bits. I know it's got a lot of haters, but I adore Mission to Mars. If that gets a 4K, you can bet your bollocks to a barn dance, I will be picking it up. But this was the other Mars-themed film that came out. And it's basically, they send up this algae to Mars to see if it can clean up the atmosphere and produce like life and that, so humans can breathe on Mars and that. And something happens along the way, and the robot that they've got, which is supposed to help them, develops a malfunction due to being hit or something by the meteorites, and she goes into full combat mode and starts stalking them and that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this one again and seeing if my perception of it has changed, because it was a couple of years ago that I see it. But yeah, you get your slip, you get a booklet, and you get the disc, and the reversible artwork is that art. And while I don't mind it. I think that artwork is much better. I think that's literally the first ever case I've seen of the newly commissioned artwork being better than the original artwork. I mean, because I must admit, the original artwork does leave a hell of a lot to be desired. Really, really does. Because yeah, it's just him dragging someone. Although yeah, I know it's minimal, and sometimes minimal's better. I do like that. That really is giving me Lost in Space vibes, and I can't think why. So the next one is the first of two editions limitées. Oh, however they say it in France. And it is the rather excellent Westworld. I have featured the film on the channel before when I done a review of the film after I watched it on Laserdisc. And this 4K, oh, it looks so good. It's probably one of my favourite transfers. It literally breathes new life into it. And for this 4K set, I mean, look, I would be shit scared if Yul Brynner came walking towards me like that as the android and said draw. I would shit my kecks. But yeah, you get that artwork, but you also get the original theatrical poster, which I must admit I do like more. This is definitely a case where the original art is better. And the disc is somewhere. The disc is somewhere. I can't find it. Oh, I hate when I do that. I put the disc somewhere and I cannot for the life of me remember where it is that I put it. But yeah, that's your booklet. Full right up. And then on the back, you've got Yul Brynner. And then the poster is basically, it's the same two posters. You have the newly commissioned art, and then you've got the original poster art, which I think that might have to be framed. I definitely do think that will have to be framed because I absolutely love that artwork. So yeah, that is Westworld. In fact, I do know where the disc is. I've just remembered whereabouts it is. Oh, right. And the last one is one that I actually thought I bought the 4K of. Little did I know I'd pre-ordered the Blu-ray limited edition set by accident. Excalibur. I would have loved the 4K set of this. But, you know what? I'm happy with the Blu-ray set for now. If I see the 4K set, I'll pick that up cheap and get rid of this. But yeah, it comes with 3 discs. You get a Blu-ray, or 4, if you've got the 4K version, 4K disc with the film on it. You get a disc of bonus features, especially in this set, and the 3rd disc is a bonus limited edition exclusive where you get, you get the 2-hour TV cut. So yeah, it cuts out 21 minutes. I can only imagine it cuts out some of the nookie. So yeah, I've not actually seen this, but I am a sucker for swords and sorcery films, and yeah, I've been meaning to watch this for donkey's years, and so I can't wait to see how the restoration looks on Blu-ray. I just wish I bought it on fucking 4K instead. Silly fuck. But anyway, let's unbox. So that's the back. You've got Excalibur. I think that's the Holy Grail. Again, there's that fantastic Bob Peak artwork. Absolutely stunning artwork. He was an absolute master, along with Drew Sturzen doing the artwork. That's one of the alternative artworks. Then you've got all your postcards. Fuck it. Yeah, you've got all your art cards, sorry. Again, more of that excellent Bob Peak artwork. I think that might be his as well. I know that definitely is. And then, I don't think that is. But then on the back, you've actually got some stills. I think that's Nicole Williamson as Merlin. It's the lovely Helen Mirren. Nigel Terry. And that is... Who is that? Who is that? I think that might be Paul Jeffrey. Or Nicholas Clay. That's one of the two. And there's John Borman. So yeah. That is all your art cards. So you've got behind the scenes shots. And you've also got the artwork as well. And that is the postcard that you get with it. 3 Extremes. Can't say I've ever heard of that film before. But still. And I know I'm off to the other side, but at least this way I can put the film case there and let you have a good look at stuff for once, instead of me being right in the middle hogging up the whole thing. And you know, and this is the double-sided poster. Look at that. Beautiful is that. And then you've got the original quad version with the original AA rating as well. I think AA was a British rating, and this one's the R-rated poster. So yeah, how awesome to have all that. And again, you've got your booklet again with John Borman on the back, and a lovely write-up where the pages are made to look like old parchment, which is pretty cool. First time I've actually seen that book, so yeah. As I say, I am pissed that I ordered the wrong one, but I'm still glad that I've got it. I really, really am. And that is Excalibur. So that's literally, that's everything. Everything that I've got. So many good films. I just can't wait to even to watch again. So many that I can't wait to watch for the first time. I must admit, my backlog is well, it's huge. It really is huge. I'm talking about backlog of films, not nothing else. Dirty perverts. But anyway, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed this look at the pickups that I got, movie wise, and in one case, game related wise. And yeah, that's literally it. And I hope to see you all again soon. Until the next video, look after yourselves, take care of one another, and let's spread a little bit of love around. Love, not hate. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.